Thanks for staying with us on Midday Kentucky. All right, a lot of people joke if you don't like the weather, just wait a minute, which is true. Well, if we are too used to unprepared changes in weather, they can often be unexpected and they are often dangerous. Of course, the same is true for the stressful changes in our lives. Licensed Pastoral Counsel Dr. James Stillwell is with us today to review the basics for resilience during changing circumstances. Dr. Stillwell, always great to have you.
Good to be here.
This is a big topic.
It covers everything.
Yeah, change. People either, what is it? Is it always change is necessary to bring growth?
Oh, it's true.
So you believe that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, otherwise you're doing the same thing and you're stuck and you're in your comfort zone. So change is stressful whether it's framed as a good change or a bad change. It doesn't matter. You know, they did this stress test kind of thing several years ago that showed that death of a spouse is the most stressful thing and divorce is the second most stressful thing. But even what we call good events, such as a wedding or a new house or whatever, everything that is a change causes stress.
Just the word change causes stress in a lot of people.
It does.
Absolutely. Shakes things up.
Yeah.
Well, with change, how do we I'm guessing it has a lot to do with our mindset going into it. It's not exactly what happens after. What advice would you give to approach once you know change is coming?
You know, change is coming. So change, I think of landing in an airport in a foreign country where the language is different and, you know, you're completely disoriented. So realizing that and know that you're trying to put pieces together in a meaningful way. So giving yourself a break at first to know this is going to be stressful, you know, don't be surprised by that. Talk about setting some goals, just doing the very next thing, the thing you have to do next. Maybe it's just get through the day. And then as you're going about dealing with change, take care of yourself. Don't pile on so much on top of all that's going on around you that you can't manage it.
Focus on the thing at hand.
Right.
All right, well, how do you find people and connections that can help you through? Because you know, it takes a village.
It does. And so what is the change? I mentioned divorce being the second most stressful thing, and so we happen to have a workshop that's coming up in less than 2 weeks.
There we go. On Valentine's Day, you're starting your divorce
workshop. We're going to start
workshop.
on Valentine's Day. I think that's very appropriate because it's, for a lot of people, it's the holiday from hell, you know?
Yeah.
The expectation that you're going to be a couple when you are, sometimes by your choices, sometimes by someone else's choice, you are suddenly single. Or maybe it's been a long process. But find people who are going through the same thing. And make those connections, and find someone who's been there before, who's managed this successful, who can help shine some light and show the way a little bit.
It's so nice to reach out to people that have been through it. They're like, don't reinvent the wheel.
Right.
We've all been through it, and it all circles back around. We all started here.
Yeah.
And coming back around. So yeah, definitely lean on people that have been through it.
It's okay.
I've found that
to
be very helpful.
Yeah, community. What part of resilience is love. It's unconditional acceptance. It's finding people that are not going to judge you for what you're going through.
Right. And then you have to not judge yourself as well.
That's it. So that's the most important thing is coming to self-acceptance, self-forgiveness for whatever's happened.
Yep. What I've found in my own life is you can only control what you control, not what everybody else controls. And there's always silver linings in everything, good and bad.
Right.
You know, don't look for only the good in a silver lining.
Right.
The bad times can bring you a silver lining too, whether it's divorce, if you have children, hey, you've got these great kids.
Yeah.
You know, everything happens for a reason. I kind of hate that, but
yeah, I don't say it that way.
Yeah.
I just say nothing's wasted.
Perfect.
Everything in the past you can learn from.
Good advice.
Yes.
And like it or not, change is inevitable every single day. Life is always changing. Well, thank you so much for helping us deal with it. It's something we all deal with every single day. And if you're interested in his workshop starting February 14th, there is Dr. Stillwell's information. Always a pleasure having you on. Thank you so much for being here.